I'm Ace, and with me today is Game Draco.
Hello everyone, this is the final match of the group bracket today, and this is the final one. We have two players. Not so sure how this is gonna go when BananaBoatKid is dealing with a really wonky controller.
I'm pretty sure he already got his new controller, so we should
Well,
be.
that's good.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to that one. I know both of them pretty well in terms of what they like to pick and how they play, and I think it might be a pretty close match here. So it is match for second. It's going to be the match for second place in their group. So whoever wins this will take second place, and whoever loses will finish the group in third place, which will have some implications for the bracket. But yeah, we might be able to show the bracket after this match actually. So once this match is over, the group stage will be concluded, and we will be able to see the final bracket. So I'm looking forward to that one. So if I would ask you, Draco, who would you pick here to win? Like, who would be your pick?
I would say probably BananaBoatKid, but if Nektarn forces no upgrades, BananaBoatKid's gonna get shredded.
Yeah, we saw in the last match that BBK played that he wasn't really that comfortable on no upgrades. So if Nektarn paid attention, he might be able to abuse that a bit. We will see. But that's a really good point. I think that would be quite smart from Nektarn to just force no upgrades with his 3 forces. But in case you haven't noticed, we're going to start on the Gauntlet, which is the longest track in the game distance-wise. So yeah, we're probably going to be in for lap times just above 5 minutes here. And as far as I can see, both of their PBs are pretty close to each other. I think I saw Nektarn have 5 minute flat, and I think BBK was also around that area. Anyway, here we go. We are live. I'm gonna sync up the streams real quick, and then let's hope for a great match here. So this is, it looks like they're both going for the double jump strat here, which is the best one. Although Nektarn missing the boost on the second jump, which is definitely going to cost him a few tenths, maybe even a second or more, because he had to take some of that off-road.
Yeah, BananaBoatKid nailed it all the way through.
Yeah,
they both know. Yeah, they both know the new route. Ooh, lost it!
Now I'm curious what they're going to do here at the bowl. It seems like BBK is going for the old bowl cut, and Nektarn also going for the old bowl cut, so they're both opting for that one. There recently has been a new strat found to make this cut even shorter and save like almost 2 seconds per lap, but it's extremely risky to do. I don't expect anyone, at least in this match, to try this. Looks like a substantial lead for BBK at this point. Let's wait for the lap time here. It's a 141 flat for BBK. It's a 145 for Nektarn, so it's already a 4-second lead here for BBK. So I'm not entirely sure where those 4 seconds came from. I know a little bit from it will be because Nektarn lost the second boost on this jump that he's coming up to on the first lap. This time he gets it. But it looks like he also underheated a bit here. So there might be some more time loss coming this lap. Looks like it's still about a 4-second lead here for BananaBoatKid.
Yeah.
Nektarn definitely. Go ahead, sir.
was going to say is that on the second lap of the first lap, Nektarn also failed to hold the boost going out of the asteroid surface too, so that might have explained some of it too.
Oh, I see, yeah. Now BBK approaching lap 3, only has the gravity tube to navigate here. And we've seen a lot of shenanigans in this tournament so far in this very gravity tube, but it looks like both of the runners are pretty comfortable navigating this one. It's another 141 for BBK and a 140 for Nektarn. He made up a little bit of time here apparently. I don't know if BBK maybe had a bonk, but yeah. Now this is still in the realms of if BBK takes a crash, Nektarn will most likely take the lead. So BBK does not have enough lead to be able to afford crashing here. So leaving the off-road at about 401.5 and Nektarn arriving here at about 406. So closing on a 5-second lead here for BBK.
That's just that where he lost it again on the third lap. That's where he lost on the first lap too.
Oh, I see, yeah. But he didn't underheat, so yeah, this is BBK's to lose at this point. If he keeps it clean, even if he goes for a very safe ending, he has it. So let's see if any of the two runners go for the ending boost through the entire tube here, which is technically optimal, but it's very dangerous to do. So let's check out what BBK does here. Cools down a bit, and I think he's gonna try it. Oh no, okay, no. He's going for the safe way. And that was probably smart.
Nektarn went for the dangerous way and almost crashed. 502 for BananaBoatKid, 506 for Nektarn. 4-second difference.
And I think that's a tourney record for BananaBoatKid. Let me check that. Yep, that's a new tournament record for the Gauntlet Full Track. 502.0. Very nicely done. Oh, it's not? Wait, what's tourney record then? Was there a better time this year already?
We're starting also the permabans, and Nektarn starts by being booked to Classic.
Okay, so apparently it was not quite tourney record. Tourney record is a 5-minute flat currently by King Beandep. And yeah, it looks like the permaband's coming in here.
Zaga banned from...
Yeah, BBK took out Zaga Challenge, and Nektarn took out Boon the Classic and Inferno so far. Yeah, Mogasta Speedway being the last permaban here.
Okay, Bang ban. Bobo's Legacy banned from BananaBoatKid.
Ooh, that's a juicy pick right there. So Nektarn. Yeah, banning bowls and picking Abyss. So he uses one of his forces to ban another pot, which is Bowls Raw, and then he picks Abyss. So no ban, no bowls, Abyss full track.
Well,
I know that. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say is that Nektarn is really good at Abyss full with Bullseye, especially.
Yes, he recently submitted a bullseye time to SRC, which was like I think a 225. And I know that BBK is also extremely good on Abyss, at least when it comes to Ben, but there's not gonna be a Ben pick this track, so he can't use that. So that might throw him off a bit. Now the fun thing is, technically the next best pot here would be Aldabido, but he's very difficult to make work on this track. So I'm curious what the runners are going to pick. Nektarn probably just going with the comfort pick of Bullseye here. But there's multiple pots that could potentially beat Bullseye, including Masco, Mahonic, and Elenmac.
Yeah.
So what would you pick here, Draco, if you were BBK? Which pot would you choose?
I'd probably pick Mars Guo because of his recovery ability.
Yeah, that's a good point. Mars has a pretty easy time climbing back up if you were to fall down. Yeah, let's see what BBK chooses to do here. And yeah, most of our runners in this tournament are using the PC version. There's one runner in particular who uses the Switch version, which is Digital Unity. Technically, this tournament is open for all versions, but PC version is usually considered the superior one. So that's why most players are opting to use that one. But yeah, you could enter this on any platform. There's no restrictions about that. And I still haven't seen which pot BBK went for. Oh, it's a bullseye mirror. Okay. And I think we're live. So I'm gonna get the sync in. Then we'll see what's gonna happen here. This could be a really close one.
Whoa, BananaBoatKid saved it.
Yeah, he fell off that road. That's what I was talking about earlier. If you fall off, there's multiple spots where you can climb back up again. But if you miss it, if you don't make it, then you're gonna be ending up on the penalty lap, which costs you between 15 to 20 seconds every time you fall down there. So quite a big time loss.
And usually it costs even more because of how tight turning and easy to fall off it is.
Yeah, if you take an extra crash there, of course it costs even more, yeah. But
Just
wow, look at how close they are. Oh no! BBK dying to the notorious Abyss physics glitch on the upper level. So this is pretty hard to explain why this happens, but it has to do with some wonky physics and the upper-lower level. Any runner that has ever done some time trials here will know this one, and it's... yeah. That's gotta hurt. Oh, Nektarn takes a crash too, though. And he falls down. So BBK takes the lead, actually, now. I completely missed the Nektarn crash. I didn't see where he crashed.
He crashed on the center of the top track, exiting it, and it's now anyone's game now.
Oh, I see.
Usually I don't call it until both make it, until usually the final lap with the penalty lap.
Yeah, it looks like about a second lead here for BBK. So this is gonna come down to who's gonna get the cleaner last lap here. Who's gonna underheat less, who's gonna take better lines. Nektarn taking the better line here though, but he's on lower heat. Are both of them gonna stay up here? BBK almost falls down, but he stays up. Oh, this might be it for BBK. There's one more turn to navigate. Going a bit wide, but he's fine. It's like BBK's race. 2:31.4, 2:32.5, yes. It's a 2-0 for BBK. Yeah, that's some pretty weird crashes here. And still they're coming in extremely close to each other. Nektarn is probably feeling the pressure now, being down 2-0. First to 5 wins the match.
Okay, Nektarn banning Mars.
Yeah, BBK taking out M100 temporarily. Yeah, that Abyss was essentially decided by Nektarn falling down on the second upper section on lap 2, which is pretty rare to see. And we're going to Defrost Revenge with Masco ban, so we're gonna see a ban mirror here on Defrost. Usually considered to be one of the easier tracks in this game, but there's still a few spots you can definitely crash. And it doesn't seem like Nektarn has actually watched BBK's last match here, did he? He's not trying to go for the no upgrades, which we kinda expected.
Well, I honestly didn't know until that match happened, too.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It's like, it was so bad that I was thinking, since both of us are two of the main no upgrade runners, I was thinking, oh my god, I think I could beat him with that.
Yeah. he definitely wasn't prepared for the no upgrades, but so far, I don't think Nektarn has caught on. Nektarn practicing the roof strats here, which is extremely risky for a very, very minimal gain. Definitely not recommended. Don't try this at home.
I know he's very fond of using it, though. He's done it a bunch of times during the tournament with Death Row's Revenge.
Yeah, it's definitely not something I would advise anyone to do in tournament. But hey, I mean, if he's comfortable with it, then why not, I guess? Just hope it doesn't bite him. Yeah, third track in this match. Nektarn has to step it up here. If he wants second place in this group, he has to make some kind of comeback here. BBK already up 2-0. Although it has to be said, Nektarn still has 2 forces left, so far he only used 1 force. But then again, BBK also still has all of his forces left. Alright, getting in the sink. Oh, BBK immediately with the crash, and that's quite a notorious one, isn't it?
Yeah, at least he crashed right before the speed boost.
Yeah, that mitigates the speed loss a little bit, but it's still very costly.
Particularly costly at the heat rate.
And yeah, we see Nektarn actually going for the roof spreads. Looks like he underheated a bit here.
No! He hit the crane!
Oh no! And with that, BBK is in the lead.
And that's the risk you take.
Indeed. Did the crane just end Nektarn's ambitions on Death Row's Revenge? That would be quite sad. Okay, Nektarn going for the lower route this time, making sure to not underheat. He's still only like a second behind here, so
Ooh, narrowly avoids the crane again.
And BBK takes another crash. And it was another one of these weird top-level physics crashes that tend to happen on these Audibana tracks sometimes. And that's the second time this match that BBK has crashed this way. And Nektarn in the lead here. He cannot afford a crash though. Nektarn crashes, and BBK takes another one. Okay, this is looking pretty good for Nektarn now. And you can see the tilt coming through for BBK here. Steering left and right in frustration here. Nektarn going for the out-of-bounds finish looks pretty good, and he finishes with a 2:15, taking his first track in this race. BBK with a 2:22 with 3 deaths. Oh, yeah.
Okay. BananaBoatKid banging Bull's Roar and Nektarn banging Abyss.
He doesn't seem too sure about that button, does he? He puts down a question mark behind his button. Oh, BBK trying to pick a permanently bent track here. That's not gonna happen. We're not gonna see Inferno. But instead...
Oh, Gravine Gateway.
Yeah. Gravine Gateway. Bullseye is open, so we're gonna see Bullseye mirror on Gravine Gateway, and this is one of BBK's specialty tracks. He has grinded this a lot, so this is gonna be a uphill battle for Nektarn on this one. So he probably did that to avoid the salty run back, maybe even the salty run back with skips.
Yeah, that's my gut feeling what would have happened. He would have done the salty, he would have banned the salty run back with skips, but it would But the funny thing is, I'm not so sure why, since Nektarn lost that, so it's still his to play. Or maybe he just doesn't want to do the skip.
Oh yeah, right. You're right. BBK can't even do the salty run back there. Probably going to point it out to Nektarn after this race. But yeah, that's a good point. Abyss is basically a wasted ban because BBK cannot pick it anymore. He already won there. Now Grappling Gateway, considered basically unanimously to be the most difficult track in this entire game. So yeah, you're in for some fun hopefully. Yeah. And like I said, this is one of BBK's specialties. I know he's done a lot of grinding on this track, and he can be extremely consistent here if he's on a good day. So I really doubt that Nektarn can match BBK's raw speed here. So I think he needs to rely on mistakes from BBK to have a shot at winning this one.
And it's really easy to crash here. This whole track is out to kill you pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can see BBK already 1.5 seconds ahead here, just by taking better lines and boosting more. On this track, it is very common for a lot of risk to actually pay off. If you play risky and you don't crash, you can make up a lot of time on this track compared to someone who plays very safe. And that's what's happening right here. So BBK playing much more risky, taking better lines, boosting more, and so far it's paying off. It's 126, lap 1, very good, very good. Nektarn with a 131, so that's about a 4-second lead for BBK already. And both of them have not crashed so far. Now,
the quick shortcut.
Yeah, there's a shortcut opening up on lap 2 here, and BBK taking it pretty cleanly. Nektarn not so much, he makes it though. BBK is on extremely good pace here. Let's see if we can keep this up. A bit shaky through the swarm, but nothing too bad. And that's about a 7-second lead for BananaBoatKid, just by racing more cleanly and more aggressively. 124 flat lap. So I think at this point it would take 2 crashes from BBK for Nektarn to make this gap back up. I don't think 1 crash would do it.
Yeah, particularly how cleanly he went through it. Whoa!
The BBK going a bit more safe here on lap 3 it seems. I think he wants the deathless grappling gateway here, which is an achievement by itself, especially in tournament. He's close to tournament record pace here. Let's see if he gets the clean ending. not quite, but he's pretty close to the tournament record, coming in with a 4:14.89. That's an extremely good time here for tournament. And actually taking a crash at the very end. Oh, that's a bit sad. They were both deathless so far, which is pretty impressive, isn't it?
Okay, Nektarn banning Ben. I'll star 100 from BananaBoatKid again.
Yeah, so for reference, this was the third fastest grab van gateway in tournament conditions that has ever been done. He only missed BBK's second place time by about half a second. So very impressive. And with that, BananaBoatKid is leading 3-1. So what do you think Nektarn has to do here to make this back up? This is looking pretty spicy already. He doesn't have much more leeway here. He needs to make
Oh,
his
he's forcing both the training skip.
Ooh. Wow. Okay, I didn't see that one coming. So, BananaBoatKid used to grind the skip on N64, but I don't think he has done it in recent times. And I don't think he has actually practiced like a tournament viable approach here, because you cannot really go for the IL approach at tournament because that one is way too inconsistent. Wow.
The Lightning went for it in your match just literally before his.
Yeah, he did. And it paid off for him. So let's see. I mean, Nektarn must have prepared this. He wouldn't be picking this otherwise. So let's see if BBK has done his homework. And that's Nektarn's second skip. Second force, pardon me. BBK is saying, I guess I'm ready, lol. It doesn't sound like he's very much prepared for this.
All right. Looks like he's gonna attempt it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he knows how it's supposed to go, at least the IL version, so he might as well go for it, but you can see Nektarn looking pretty solid here. 18-second first lap, it's pretty quick. Nektarn looks pretty consistent.
And the other hair-raising part about this skip too is that if you don't do it the right way, the lap won't count.
Yeah. And it is actually very difficult to determine what went wrong once the lap doesn't count, so... Oh, wait. BBK just picked bullseye. I think he's going full track here, Berko. I don't think he's going for the skip.
I'll see what happens.
Yep,
he's going for the full track.
So Nektarn has a lot of room to mess up here. At the best, bullseye is going to come in with a 139 maybe 138.
Yeah. I know the banning Ben and forcing boot to train skip has been a classic way to throw off so many players in this game in tournament.
Yeah, we've seen it last year a bunch, and you can see Nektarn almost lapping BBK already here by doing the skip. He only has one more to go, and then he takes this. So let's see if he nails it. Looks pretty good. I think that's it. Unless this lap doesn't count, but it does. And Nektarn takes it. 55.61. And that's a new tournament record. That beats the old tournament record by about a second. So,
yeah, he got
a good pick.
Yeah, he threw BananaBoatKid way off here. Because he probably was used to using Ben, because if he was so used to using Ben, it looks like he didn't know how to do it with anyone else, so he went to bullseye, because usually I've seen players go to bull's roar.
Yeah. And that's how it goes sometimes. If you don't do your homework, this will happen to you.
Spice Mine run from Nektarn.
Yeah, and BBK bunt bowls Hurrah again. So let's see what's he gonna pick here. Still up 3-2, so Nektarn needs to break serve twice. And BBK still has all of his forces, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he has everything left. Why has BananaBoatKid saying ready when he hasn't picked attracted forces yet?
What? Seems he's ready for everything.
Endo Prime Centrum.
Yeah, we're going to Endo Prime Centrum, no borders raw. So it's
Okay,
gonna be a Ben Mirror again.
Yeah, I'll have to a Ben Mirror. I always like to say this track can be deceptively hard because if you take the wrong route, it's an automatic loss.
Pretty much. I would expect both of them to know the best shortcut though. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and the fastest route on this track full is one of the very few tracks where you have to use the brakes on.
Did you see the PBs for the players here?
I did not take a look.
BananaBoatKid had a 236.8 or 9, I think. We can check again here. 236.7. And Nektarn has a 240.9. So that's quite a big discrepancy in terms of PBs. Let's see if that translates into the one-try match here. Because the PB is not necessarily indicative of how well you do in just one try, but it definitely tells you something about the runner's ability. And yeah, this track is very much defined by the one tricky shortcut it has that is coming up pretty early on in the track. It's essentially a double hairpin or a very, very tight chicane. So let's see how the runners will do here. There's not too much that can go wrong here, apart from the shortcut itself. Although I don't want to say it's impossible to crash anywhere else, because it certainly isn't. But most of the mistakes will probably be happening around the shortcut. Yeah, winning this track would be extremely big for BBK, because it would mean that he would have 3 match points and 3 forces left. So Nektarn definitely under pressure here. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Such an early crash. Oh.
I have crashed there many times like that. If you hit it just at the wrong angle, you blow up.
Yeah. And like I always say, this is horrible for your mental game, crashing this early on. It doesn't feel very good at all.
Oh, you can tell by how he narrowly crashed there.
Yeah. BBK looking really solid here. 52.7 lap 1. And this is also a very bad crash to take at the very beginning, because you essentially die on very, very low heat. So it's very costly. And BBK coming in with a really good heat into the shortcut means you won't underheat after this. It's looking really solid from BBK. And Nektarn taking another
Nektarn
crash.
crashes in the chicane again.
I don't want to call it too early, but that might seal it already for this track. BBK could probably take 2 crashes and still be ahead at this point. Slightly, but yeah. Got a feel for Nektarn. BBK is still crashless, and he already has the hardest parts behind him.
And there goes, crashing into the chicane, the same spot as lap 2.
Yeah, and that's it. That's 4-2 for BBK. And now it's really an uphill battle for Nektarn. He's facing 3 match points, 2 of which are going to be BBK's picks if he wins the next track. And BBK still has all 3 of his forces left.
Yeah. At this point, if I were Nektarn, I would probably force no upgrades. That's his best chance of winning.
Yeah, he needs to win his last counter pick, and then he needs to win on 2 of BBK's counter picks. It's a very tough order. So match point for BBK.
Banning Mars.
Nektarn still has 1 force left. Let's see if he uses it. It's his last chance to use it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing DD skip chat. I doubt it.
Not in this match, probably. It was discovered only a few days ago.
I mean, hopefully I'm wrong, but I really don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, BBK banning Malastare 100.
Vengeance!
Yeah, we're going to Vengeance. No forces, so Nektarn's last force is basically void now. He's not gonna be able to use it. No, it's not Vengeance skip. It's Vengeance full check. You can see Nektarn has a 310.8 PB, very solid. And BBK with a 306 is a PB. So again, a few seconds faster. But, well, there's a lot that can go wrong in this track. Especially if you compare to APC.
Yeah. This is, like Ravine Gateway, this is a track out to kill you practically every part.
Yeah. It is extremely narrow in most parts. It has a lot of obstacles that you have to navigate, including moving fans and rocks in an anti-gravity tube and a absolutely deadly laser. So let's see what's gonna happen.
And that reactor core beam is so deadly that even with invincibility on it will kill you.
Yeah, it's quite funny actually. Right, match point BBK. This might be the last track of the group stage here. Only time will tell.
And this is such a brutal track. It's really brutal at low frame rates especially.
Because at low frame rates, it's really easy to lose control in the anti-gravity tubes. That's why most runners elect to run this track with a very high traction / FPS setup. And we're off. I'll sync them up real quick. This should do it, and then let's see what's gonna happen. Nektarn under pressure. He needs to win this. BBK maintaining a lot more heat to these sections, which will mean he will probably underheat, not underheat at all, and Nektarn already underheated a bit. Oh no! I think the pressure is getting to Nektarn here. It's, hitting the inside of the track there and taking a crash already. So this is looking really good for BBK.
103 first lap.
Very solid, very solid. Nektarn with a 110, that's 7 seconds behind. Ooh. Yeah, even if BBK takes a crash here, he will still be ahead. For sure. So Nektarn needs to hope for major mistakes here from BBK. And he needs to stay clean. Nektarn cannot afford another crash. Not at all. BBK is looking really consistent though.
Yeah.
It's a new lap record.
101!
Yeah. I'm not sure if that's an actual flat PV for him, but wow, that's very fast. And he's like 10 seconds ahead at this point. This is looking really grim for Nektarn. Yeah, BBK looks like he's throwing right now. He really looks like he's in the zone. There's some very, very solid racing right here. Pulling down a bit too much, BBK. But it doesn't matter at this point. He has such an enormous lead. It's only 2 more corners to go. 1 more corner between BBK and the group win. And he will take it. Going...
Crash to the finish with a 308.
Yeah, finishing in style. Taking the match 5-2, winning the not winning the group, taking second place behind Metallica. Nektarn coming in with 318, taking third place in the group. Wow, there was some impressive showing here from BananaBoatKid. Hello guys, and yeah, GG's. That was a great match.
Yeah, GG.
Testing. Yeah, that was really fun. I like the all of the upgrades. Can't do no upgrades, man.
Yeah, we were talking about it. You were probably pretty glad that Nektarn didn't force any no upgrade runs here.
Yeah.
I actually was going to force no upgrades on Malestar 100.
Oh,
I kept banning that shit.
Yeah, you kept banning it, so I couldn't.
interesting.
That's my least favorite track in the entire game.
Yeah, I saw you played it versus Metallica, right? Or...
I don't remember that, but probably.
Yeah, I think Metallica picked it against you.
I'm curious as to what you guys thought about the BTC skips.
Well, to be honest, there wasn't really much to think there because you just went for the full track, right? And Nektarn solidly managed to do the skip, so...
Yeah. I don't know if I like shocked some people.
I would have thought you would have at least attempted, but I guess if you were that unsure about it, it makes sense to just go for the full track.
I can almost guarantee that I would have been sitting there for like 5 or 10 minutes just trying to get it.
Well, this should hopefully tell you that in the later part of this tournament, you should definitely do your homework because there's some nasty counter picks that can be happening.
Yeah, especially the skips.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm good on Abyss, obviously. That's like the only skip I can do on PC, but I don't know.
Yeah, you have some catching up to do, but yeah. Apart from that, you played extremely well. There were some extremely solid times and they're really impressive.
Yeah, the only track that was really bad was that Death Rose.
Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, there were also a few very close races, especially Abyss was extremely close.
Oh, that was fun.
Crash.
Yeah. I couldn't believe I won that with a death. And apparently he did too, so...
Yeah, I think Nektarn died on lap 2 on the second upper section, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Best moment for me was the Grabvine Gateway for sure. That was fun. I did not expect to get a sub 415 in tournament on one.
Yeah, that was the third fastest tournament time ever. Very impressive, for sure. And also Nektarn had a really good GVG, honestly. Until you died in the second to last corner, you were also crashless, so that was also quite impressive, honestly. We almost saw 2 deathless GVGs right next to each other.
Nice.
Yeah. Not quite though. I think the second to last corner cost Nektarn the deathless, but still, very good showing. But yeah, is there anything else that you guys want to say about this match? Any other thoughts you have?
No, that was just really fun. Really good track choices, whether I won or lost.
Yeah, it was a fun match, sure.
Well, in that case, congratulations to second place in the group to BananaBoatKid, and congratulations to third place in the group to Nektarn.
Thank you.
Thank you again for the great match. It was
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah, it was
fun to
fun.
watch.
GG, Nektarn.
Yeah, GG.
Thanks for
Good luck,
the
everyone.
commentary and the staffing and all that stuff. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, you're welcome. And yeah, we will see all of you in bracket. Should be starting within the next week. You might be able to see the first bracket matches, and yeah, it's gonna be hype. Don't miss this, and may the force be with you.
Good luck, everyone. See
Thank you.
you in the double elimination brackets.